Hello, everyone. Hello. It's Thursday, and we are here with our card of the day. But before I do that, we've got the there it is, the rainbow maker going in the window, and I'm going to go a little bit gorilla style and see if I can show y'all. It's making its little rainbows around the room. This is a gift from one of our soul sisters. It's actually working. It's solar powered. And it's got a little crystal. It's got a little crystal on the bottom and this little, oh, I can't make it big. This little solar powered gizmo is turning the crystal, and then the crystal goes around the room and makes all these cool rainbows on the walls and on the floor. Like a disco ball. All right. Thank you for that beautiful gift. Now, I guess I gotta get over here. Gotta get more on me a little bit. Can we do both? It's really pretty day out today, so I want to kind of move our message along because it's going to be almost 70 degrees and I want to go outside and play. Our card of the day today. So we talked yesterday about all of a sudden the cards are kind of shifting a little bit and we're bringing some people in. And so today's card is Love Bugs. So crazy. These two people are so crazy. And we're going to roll some angel numbers too, because I got a new set of cards yesterday, and I've actually recorded a video that I'll probably be putting out later today about, it's a little hangout with me for Scorpio season. We just do a little collective reading and just kind of hang out for a few minutes. And in the card deck that I got, she gave me a pair of dice. I thought it was quite interesting. So we'll use that to roll some angel numbers here after we get this message for the day. Now, there's a lot going on. This is going to be chapter 10 of Hive Magic. So the card I just showed you is from the upcoming Hive Magic Oracle deck. Yesterday was kind of all about choosing wisely. We brought in the energy of the wolf. In whatever way you identify with wolves, because there's many different ways to identify them with them. But yesterday was all about kind of choosing yourself first, so to speak. Today, though, the chapter that channeled in is called It's Time. So along with the Love Bugs card, listen to, I'm not going to read the whole entire thing word for word. I'm going to paraphrase here and there and do more of like a storytelling. So listen to the messages that come through that go with the card and pick out what resonates with you. Those are your messages for today. And then I just saw 3, 2, 1. So there's like a countdown energy, which is kind of interesting because the name of the chapter is It's Time. So we have the Love Bugs card and It's Time. The bees hummed happily in the hives, and both Tara and Ben were wondering what they needed next in their lives. So I feel like there's still this, retrograde energy where people are, where you may be like doing a life review or thinking about how far you've come in your life up to this point, which is kind of a big part of this chapter. They wondered what would happen in the future, and many new wishes and dreams were coming up in the last 24 hours to be pondering and adjusting to. Dreams, also a big part of what's going on, paying attention to your dreams. Ben, who the night before had to decide, like, what am I going to do? Am I going to choose my best friend? Am I going to choose my mom who's acting weird? Ben just decided not to do anything, and he went to bed, but he had a fitful night's sleep full of weird and fantastic dreams. So if you're the divine masculine, in this case Ben in our book, maybe you've been having some very vivid dreams, processing a lot in your dreams. And the dream that Ben couldn't seem to shake was of him arm in arm with someone he had never met before. He felt so happy and comfortable with this person. So maybe you're having some prophetic dreams of things to come in the future, or things that you just kind of want, like a certain feeling, like, oh, I just want to feel this. happy and this comfortable. Tara, our divine feminine, also had a night of sudden awakenings and odd portents in her dream. When she dreamt, it was a combination of her light working, astral traveling, and of things to come. So divine feminine, you may be astral traveling in your dreams. This has come up before. In this case, she's going and doing light work and doing different things outside the body where she's needed most. And she also is having prophetic dreams. And she also dreamt of being arm in arm with someone she felt so comfortable with. But who was it? She couldn't see the face in the dream, but she felt she had known this person before. And this whole deck, card deck and book, started out with bees and beehives. And the bees. Tara had to tend bees this morning. She needed to harvest honey. She didn't want to miss the morning energy of the hive because it made her feel so alive. And Ben, so there's a lot of, I saw 555 on the timer. Ben and Tara here are having a lot of mirrored energy. So I would say, this book is, I don't know what it's about yet. It's about it's about two people, it's about soulmates coming together. It's about being helped by energies outside yourself that are helping two people kind of unite. But it's more than that. And so Ben, he felt like he'd been neglecting his beehives. He had such a busy lifestyle and he wanted life to be slower and more comfortable, but he knew that would mean making some changes. Ben wasn't uncomfortable with change. He had just gotten a little set in his ways as the cheery bachelor with too much money to spend and no one to share it with. So he called his friend Zachary to apologize for standing him up, but there was no answer. And so he made a note to check in with Zach later. And then Edwina, Ben's mom, who feigned having a heart attack so she could get away from the ogre of Orkney who was stalking her and trying to make her his magic bride. I don't know what it was going to do. But she had one of the best night's sleep she's had in a while since the whole Ogre of Orkney thing had started. So Ben rang her phone and she cheerfully picked up the line. And she was super happy. And she's like, I did it, Ben. And he's like, what, mother? What did you do? And he was prepared for some new story or happening that might need his attention because his mom is like a big drama queen. She lives in a little assisted living thing, like homes for the slightly less agile. But she's got a very vivid... She's got a very vivid third eye. I won't say imagination because she's really seeing these things, but no one believes her. So this ogre of Orkney was kind of stalking her and no one believed her. But she knew that she had to act. And so she had feigned a heart attack because on the night number 3 of this ogre being around her room at her assisted living apartment, she felt like the ogre was going to come take her away. And so she pretended to have a heart attack so she could get away from it and go to the hospital, which was kind of far off. And so she says she did it. And Ben's like, what now? And she said, I broke the curse of the ogre. He couldn't come to me on the 3rd night. And so he now moved on. He must move on. Then he winced at the ogre story again, not another crazy story from my mom. But Edwina knew she had saved herself from a cruel fate. She was a little sad that Ben hadn't believed her, but she was even more happy that she trusted her intuition and inner guidance and took action as her angels had directed her. So trust your intuition, trust your inner guidance, even if there's somebody outside yourself that's saying, you're crazy or you don't know what's going on. Just trust the messages that you're getting. So Ben decides, after he talks to his mom, he decides, he offers to go pick her up at the hospital because they were releasing her because they hadn't found anything wrong with her other than a little anxiety. And they gave her something to help her sleep. And then Ben decides, I'm going to go out and tend my hives too. And so he puts on his bee tending clothes. He goes outside, happy to have some time to himself to tend to the hives. So Divine Masculine, you may be getting some time to yourself today to do some things you really like to do. But visions of the woman in his dreams and the soft, comfortable, loving feeling he felt in her presence intensified as he worked with the hive. The bees wanted him to do something, but he wasn't sure what. And then it came to him. A small worker bee perched on his arm, and Ben felt himself receiving a message, "Go get more honey jars." The message was loud and clear as the little worker bee flew back to the inner sanctity of the hive. And just as he thought, he realized he was out of honey jars and needed to stop at Hives and Barrows. And just as he thought, he was out of honey jars and he needed to stop at this place called Hives and Barrows to get his favorite gift jars. And as this was happening, a small worker bee was flying around Tara's head, all abuzz about the newest hive gift ideas at Hive and Barrows that she must go check out for herself. Tara thanked the bee and felt herself gently nudged to get dressed up and go into town. She felt something really big was about to happen. So the bees are the little earth angels guiding Tara and Ben to both go to Hive and Barrows for something. So we can assume that this is like a divinely guided meeting between Tara and Ben about to take place, arranged by earth angels, in this case the angels acting through the bees, or however you want to think about that, spirit animals or whatever, to get these two soulmates in waiting to finally meet. All right, let's get to our angel numbers for today. 5, 4, I'm going to freak if it's 3, 5, 4, 6. 5, 4, 6 is your angel number for today. And I want to thank you all for hanging out with me. And I will chat with y'all again soon. Take care.